worksheet D for Chapter 7, and it's about percent composition. There are really two different ways to do percent composition in Chapter 7. One way is when they give you a compound and they don't give you any other information. They just give you a compound like that. The other way is where they give you experimental values that they have found through lab work. And so we're going to do both ways. Start off then, percent is where you're going to have some kind of numerator divided by some kind of denominator times 100 equals your answer in percent. And in chemistry, we want to have our denominator to be the whole, or the big number, and we want the top number, our numerator, to be the part or the piece of the whole. Alright, so what is the percent composition of carbon in glucose? So it looks like glucose is going to be our whole, so C6H12O6 is going to be our whole, and carbon is going to be our part. But there's 6 carbons, so we can basically just say 6 carbon with a subscript of 6. Alright, so on your paper, we're setting this up 6 times carbon's atomic mass, and carbon's atomic mass is 12. So we can go 6 times 12 is our numerator, and our denominator is going to be the molar mass of glucose. Well, the molar mass of glucose is the atomic masses times all the subscripts. So our denominator is 6 times 12 plus 12 times 1 for hydrogen plus 6 times oxygen's atomic mass is 16. And I can just tell you that that is 180. So basically over here we're going 6 times 12, which is 72. We're doing 72 divided by 180 times 100 equals, and that should be our answer right here. And that answer is 40%. Okay, what is the percent composition of magnesium in magnesium bromide? So magnesium bromide is the whole. And our part, our numerator, is going to be magnesium. Okay, so we look up the atomic mass of magnesium, and we look up the atomic mass of bromine, and we would say that our numerator would be 1 times magnesium's number, which is 24.3, divided by our denominator, and our denominator is 24.3 plus 2 times bromine's number, and bromine's number is 79.9. And so it would be 24.3 divided by 159.8 is what 2 times 79.9 is. And 24.3 plus that. So that plus that. Okay? Alright, so that was that answer to that one. Excuse me, that's 2. Alright, now the next question says, what is the percent composition of bromine? So bromine is going to be our numerator, and our denominator is going to be, right? So we would have 2 times 79.9 as our numerator, and our denominator would be this again, right? 24.3 plus 2 times 79.9 times 100 equals. You see how that works? Number 4, what is the percent composition of carbon? So there's 9 carbons, and carbon's atomic mass is 12, and the molar mass of aspirin, so we'd have to look up all of that, wouldn't we? So we'd have to go 9 times 12 plus 8 plus times 8 times 1 plus 4 times 16. Turns out that that sum is 108. So the molar mass of aspirin is 108 grams. So you would do 108 you would do 9 times 12. What is 9 times 12? 9 times 12. Oh, wait. Okay, well, apparently the molar mass of aspirin is not 108. I believe it's 180. So our numerator would be 108, and our denominator is 108 plus 8 plus 4 times 16 is 64. That is 180. Okay. So 108 divided by 180 times 100. Alright, you can kind of see how that's going on. Now let's look at the bottom ones. What is the percent? I'm on number 8. What is the percent composition of iron in 78.9 grams of iron ore? We don't really even need this information, because all we need to know is that this is the iron, and the iron, excuse me, no it's not. 78.9 is the ore, and the iron is 55.2. So it'd be 55.2, which is the part, divided by the whole, 78.9 times 100 equals. That would go right there. The next one. What is the percent composition of aluminum? Okay, apparently this is the ore, so this is our denominator. And the aluminum removed from the ore massed at 82.6. So it'd be 82.6 divided by 156.2 times 100. And so on. And on number 10, notice that they didn't give us the ore. They said, what is the percent composition of the compound that contains this and this? So it's as if they took the ore and broke it up into its 2 pieces, or its 2 components. So our denominator is going to be this plus this. And what is the percent composition? One time we'll put magnesium's number, 9.03, over our denominator. Let's just figure out what our denominator is. 9.03 plus 3.48. It's 11, 5, 12. So 12.51 is our denominator both times. Okay, so this is the magnesium one times 100. And this would be the numerator to that answer.